What's up, YouTube? It's Elijah. Right now, we in Central Park in New York. Yesterday, we just finished up our Got Soul event. It was a successful event. We were able to network with a bunch of people. We made a big connection with this one store in Staten Island. He put me on the game with a lot of stores out here. Right now, it's 1:42. Got a 5 o'clock flight. So yeah, we chilling. But right now, I just had the idea to make a video on being uncomfortable. Cause what's more uncomfortable than shit? When you normally used to living in Vegas where it's 80, 100 degrees, there's palm trees and shit, and now I'm on the frozen fucking floor, slipping, busting my shit. Which I really don't have no issue with it. Like, I'm cool with it. I like changing up my environment. I like shit, walking through shit like this, be able to chill, just enjoy different walks of life and shit. So I'm chilling either way. I'm thankful to God for everything, but I just got a couple topics on being uncomfortable and how you should start being uncomfortable in your certain positions and shit, because one of the worst things that you could do is be stable. If you become stable in life, you will be stuck in that maze for the rest of your life if you don't have anything that's gonna make you change for the better, or hypothetically speaking, for the worse. And you don't need to be changing for the worse, but you need to be doing things to make you progress day by day. And I'm about to just tell y'all a couple topics that come to my mind when I think about people being stable and what you need to do to an extent stop being stable and start growing for the better. One of the most important topics that come to my mind is the setting. Like I said in my last video, I had a lot of shit going on and shit in my crib and shit when I turned 18. I had big dreams, big aspirations. I wanted to go do a lot of shit. I wanted to accomplish the world. I was telling my mom, like, fuck college. I really didn't want to do school. I showed her that I made 6 figures plus and shit before I was even out of high school and shit. And I told her, like, fuck this shit. I don't need none of this shit. And to an extent, she was projecting onto me certain things that she was taught about life, like this, that, da, which, no, my mom never held me back. She never said, go to college, this is the only way, this is that, da. She taught me, try to become stable, try to find a job, try to go do something, be an electrician, be a plumber, find a trait that you could go fall back on for the rest of your life. Like, mom, fuck that, I gotta hustle, like, I gotta do this shit, this is the only way I know how to do it, like, I gotta go figure some shit out and start a business, this is that, da. When I say hustle, I mean illegally, like, I'm not talking about no bullshit, nothing in the street, this is that, da. I just personally like being able to control my own income. I know people that work jobs $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year, $100,000 a year. And that's cool and shit. But I had conversations with them, and then the conversation with them would be, damn, I wish I could make more. I wish I could this is that, da, this is that, woot. And it's like, they have no control of their situation. They have no control of, yeah, sometimes they have control of their days off. They have a salary, they have a pension sometimes and stuff like that, and that's good. But they have no control of, they make $10,000 this month or $100,000 this month. They can't control that. And that's good for some people and bad for other people. When you somebody who's really hungry for the world, hungry for everything, you want to accomplish everything that you can, it's hard, especially when you put yourself on time limits, to go settle down and say, okay, I'm cool with this job that's $10,000, $20,000 a month, when you want to make $1 million before you're 21. So you got to be put in different positions to be able to excel at the pace that you want to. Because the only thing is that's different between me, Jeff Bezos, you, Jeff Bezos, shit, Elon Musk, and any one of us is the pace that they do things, the speed that they do things. They all analyze stuff and they're like, okay, I need to make XYZ this year to be at my goal in this quota. And other people are like, well, fuck it, I guess I'll go get a job at McDonald's because that's one of the only people that's hiring me, and well, since that's one of the only options I have to just go do this, that, da. And that's how people continue with their life. And it's like, me, I don't live like that. I like grabbing control of my life. I like being able to control the fact is I want to take 9 months off and shit of business and just chill and just enjoy life, enjoy vacations, go work when I want to. I want to be able to have that luxury, but that's just me. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Setting. Me and my mom was getting into it. This is that, da. You should go find something that's stable. I was like, well, this is that. Like, that should start fucking with me, because now I start thinking, you got somebody, you coming home every day to somebody projecting something onto you, projecting stability, this, that, da. But in my mind, I'm like, stability is almost failure to me, because it's being stagnant, being in one place, or growing at a slow pace is not something that I wanted. I wanted to be able to grow and accomplish the world and grab the globe and do that fast. And you can't really do that if you're sitting there stuck on one pace. So me and her had disagreements and stuff, and I ended up getting my own crib, and it gave me the ability to free think. When you have the ability to free think, you have the ability to work at your own pace, really do what you want to, and you're able to accomplish what you want to. You don't have to really worry about people being in your circle that are projecting negative thoughts, negative thoughts, negative thoughts. And I'm not saying that this was my mom. My mom was very supportive of everything I ever done. My biggest supporter to this day. Anything she could provide for me to help me reach to my next goal, she would if she has it. And I love her for the world for it. But like I was saying, when it came to certain things, me and her had certain disagreements on business and different outlooks of certain things. So that was one thing that really changed my outlook. But for topic 2, you need to change your vocabulary. You need to start speaking positive. Instead of saying I'm broke, you need to start saying stuff like I'm rich, or I'm going to be rich, or this is that, da-da-da. It's like positive affirmations. You're not supposed to project negativity in your life, because you project negativity in your life, the only thing you're going to get is negativity. Like, if you talk bullshit, the only thing that's going to come to you is bullshit. And then people can say it's cliche, but that's a real fact in the world. Like, no matter what you do, you really can't control, like, negativity and stuff. Like, and another thing that was important to me is, like if you're already successful and stuff, and you're watching this video, and you kind of in a comfortable, stagnant position, you need to start expanding. You need to start growing. You need to start networking more. Shit, like, for example, this some shit that I got going on. I was getting comfortable. I was getting stagnant a little bit. Like, man, fuck this shit. Like, yeah, I go travel every other weekend, this is that, da-da-da. I'm like, bro, that shit's still too much comfortability. Like, I'm still getting comfortable in my own bubble. I'm still getting comfortable in my own zone. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm finna go live on the road. Like, I'm finna go live in different cities where, in certain cities, I don't fucking like. Like, I gotta go to Houston, and thank God for allowing me to be able to go to Houston. But I gotta go to Houston where it get cold. Nigga, I could come outside and it could be raining or snowing. Nigga, I don't gotta deal with none of that shit in Vegas. Like, I don't gotta buy no snow tires. I don't gotta deal with no bullshit. But it's different now because I'm putting myself in different positions. I'm making myself uncomfortable to grow for the better, to help me excel. Because I know if I want to really make millions in a year and shit, I gotta be doing shit that other people aren't willing to do. I gotta be putting myself in positions that other people aren't ready to put themselves in. So, like I'm saying, you just gotta, if you're already successful and stuff, you need to start thinking, what can I do to expand? What can I do to reach more markets? Like, what can I do that's to an extent a gamble, but if the gamble pays off, the gamble's gonna be huge. Yeah. Okay, I got some more topics. Yeah, like, for me, another thing is with, let's say, even for example, the Houston movement, it's an uncomfortable position because, like, I'm not gonna be near my family. I'm not gonna be near my mom, my brother, my anybody and stuff that's near me and stuff right now in Vegas, and I'm not gonna be able to see them or be around them for a month. And that's why I'm just like, yeah. Okay, next topic. Let's see. Yeah, another thing is, like, shit, if you're already comfortable and shit, and, like, let's say you work in a job, but you really don't have too many options of shit you could do to expand and this, that, da-da-da-da, you need to start, you need to start doing shit like dieting and shit, like, start fixing a meal prep or something to, I don't know, start eating carrots or some healthy shit. But it's positive, but it's like, it's still something that's putting you in uncomfortable positions where it's like, you know, it's for the better at the end of the day. Or if you have the free time, start working out, or like just start doing stuff that's more productive and that's gonna help you just as a person. If it's in health, if it's in wellness, if it's in speech, just anything that's really just gonna help you take you to the next level when it comes to anything your goal is. You need to put yourself in uncomfortable positions to make sure that you're reaching your goal and shit. And then another thing is, when it comes down to shit that's uncomfortable, like, shit, you need to start making free time and shit for shit. Like let's say if you really do want to, let's say, get rid of your job and shit, this is that, da-da-da-da. The only thing that's going to help you not work your job, if you want to just quit your job and start doing your own business or doing your own situation and stuff, the only thing that's going to help you at the end of the day is yourself. The hours that you're doing when you're not at work, when you're not 100% of your time is not being kept up by the job and shit. The only thing that's going to help you better and shit is what you're doing when you're not at work. Like, when it comes down to, like, let's say shit, if I'm working a 9 to 5, the only thing is that's gonna help me stop working that job is the amount of productive things I'm doing from 6 to 12 or 6 to I go to sleep and shit. But you have to make that decision. You have to figure out what's gonna be the best choice in your life. Like, you gotta do that for yourself. You gotta do that to better yourself. Like, you have to want to do that shit. Like, I know people that just they say they want change and they don't do shit. So you gotta start doing shit, start putting stuff in your schedule and stuff to really make change and shit, to really do stuff for the better and stuff. Because at the end of the day, the only person that's gonna change your life is yourself. So you gotta start cutting hours of unproductive shit. Let's say if it's just being on TikTok, this, that, you gotta start cutting bullshit like that out your system and really start putting positive shit in your system. Like, instead of strolling on TikTok for hours, so you need to figure out how can I make TikToks to promote this business to where I could just make sales passively while I'm at work. And you gotta start thinking like that, because at the end of the day, like, you're the only person that has control of your future. What you do today is going to project how successful your tomorrow is going to be at the end of the day. It's just facts. And, all right, another thing is that's very important. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, like, you can't really be afraid of change. If you're afraid of change, you're going to be stuck in the same position for the rest of your life. Like, you're going to be, I'm not going to say you're a failure, but I'm going to say you're going to be, shit, if you're comfortable where you're comfortable at and you're at your level of success, then enjoy your level of success by any means. Like, I don't care. But if you're not, and you're not doing anything to help you get there, you're gonna be a failure. Like, you can't control, like, you just not grabbing control of your own life. You're not doing anything to control your own life, so you're just gonna be a failure. Like, and you can play the victim as much as you want, but at the end of the day, that's just what it is. Like, for example, another thing and stuff I'm thinking about doing when I get off my tour and stuff, I'm thinking about, damn, I've been real comfortable paying for these car notes and these rents and shit that's around $2,000-$3,000, $5,000-$6,000 a month and shit. Like, that's cool. I could comfortably afford $6,000-$7,000 a month in bills. So now I'm like, damn, I'm thinking about jumping some crazy shit. I'm like, damn, should I jump a mansion, rent out a mansion or some shit for like a year, some crazy shit for like $7,000-$10,000 a month? I'm thinking about getting a big ass crib, like 5,000-6,000 square feet and shit, paying like $7,000-$10,000 a month, and then shit, grabbing some more cars and shit, and really start fixing up my expenses and shit. And it's like, I can afford it. Like, that shit not gonna make me finished. I'm making time, shit. That wouldn't even be, I'm not even gonna talk about how much of my income that is, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be a drastic change where it's like, I gotta make sure I'm start doing shit different, especially to stay in the comfortable form that I like to be at. Like, to help me excel and to help me better myself, I gotta put myself in uncomfortable changes. Like me, I wanna afford mansions. I wanna be able to have big 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 square feet houses and shit. So for me to want shit like that, I gotta start getting ready for shit like that. To where it's like, if I wanna own a house, to where it's like my rent is going, or my mortgage is gonna be $10,000 a month. Right now, I have to start doing changes today that are gonna help me really grow as a person, grow as my financial thermostat, to where it's like, okay, if I'm gonna eventually have a mansion to where $10,000 a month ain't shit and that's gonna be my mortgage, I need to be putting myself in that position to where it's like, okay, I could comfortably afford $10,000 just on living and shit, like just for the place where I lay my head and shit. I gotta be able to afford a $10,000 rent. So that's where I really gotta put myself at, because I wanna have $1 million mansions, I wanna have big ass garages, I wanna have everything I wanna have. So now I have to start doing shit today to affect my results tomorrow. And that's just the main concept of this video right now. But yeah, we just chilling, man. We just chilling in New York. And I appreciate everybody who tuned in today. I appreciate everybody who subscribed. I'm so beyond grateful for all my supporters. Thank y'all for making everything possible. And yeah, we just gonna keep turning up. We gonna keep staying on tour, you know, and we just got a lot of stuff coming soon. Just make sure y'all stay tuned, make sure y'all subscribe, and make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all follow on the Instagram, the Twitter. Right now I'm starting a little motivational Instagram, positive. I'm doing free financial consulting and stuff. Make sure you tap in Elijah the Entrepreneur with 2 E's, E for the and E for entrepreneur. Yeah, just make sure y'all tap in, make sure y'all tune in. Yeah, right on there I'm gonna be posting a lot of just positive content, a lot of stuff to where it's just like mindset things and stuff, and this is gonna be, some shit might be cliche to people, but so I just really want to start promoting myself this year and just really start pushing out the mindset and the thoughts that I project to the people that's around me, and just start making it more readily available to everybody and stuff. So yeah, just I appreciate everybody. That was it.
Yes, it's fine.